Yes. Hi everyone. Today I am discuss about legacy classes in collection framework. So collection classes have some legacy classes. Those are vector, vector class. One more subclass of vector is stack. So these are the legacy classes. See, so diagrammatically, already previous session we discussed about array list and linked list. These are the new classes. Vector and stack is the legacy classes. So what is the difference between legacy classes and array list and linked list? So in vector class and array list class and linked list classes, all classes is the implemented methods. Whatever abstract methods are available in list interface and collection interface, all abstract methods are implemented in vector. So all rules whatever we discuss in array list, so these are the rules of the list implemented classes, like duplicate values are not allowed, more than one null values are allowed, index order is followed, starts from the 0. So retrieving value using the iterator interface or get method also we can use, and the incremental capacity is 3/4, by default size is 10. So heterogeneous elements also allowed. Okay, so legacy classes also same rules are applied. Okay, all rules are applied, but some additional things are there. So whatever methods are available in vector classes, those all methods are synchronized methods. Synchronization means thread safe. Okay, thread safe means what is a thread safe? So in synchronization area, if you perform multiple threads in synchronization area, one thread process is completed, then only next thread is involved into that synchronization area. Okay, but in array list is not a thread safe, so multiple threads are performed at a time, no issue. But in vector classes all methods are by default synchronization. So if you perform multiple threads on this area, one thread process is completed, then only next thread is involved into this synchronization area. That is the main difference between legacy classes and array list. Some functionals we see in practically here. See here. So here is a first is one class, in that I define here vector object, vector v equal to new vector. So all collection classes are by default available in util package. Okay, yes, we can use add method. Okay, yes, see, is a number of methods is there. See here, add is one method for add the element into the vector. So add of index element, so index position also we can add. Yeah, for suppose group of elements is there, so I want add second position, then we can take index value and object also. Add all means collection of object. For suppose I have a array list, array list have contain group of elements, so I want that array list into vector. Yes, it is possible. In that situation we use add all method. So that add all also take as a index values position also we can add. Okay, then add element is also add the element. Okay, not only add element also we can use. This is a vector class methods. Okay, next add first. So for suppose group of elements is there, so I want add first, then we take add first. Okay, by default add method if you take add is added at end. Okay, so I want add for at first, then on the time you take add first method. So add last is a addition of add of last element. Okay, like that we can take. So capacity, what is the capacity of the vector? By default capacity is 10. We can take a capacity, you can increment like this. For suppose I want capacity is 20, then this is a way to define the capacity of the collection class. Okay, right now the capacity is 20, like that. So like that, so on so methods are available. So capacity and clear the entire collection. So v dot clear means it's a clear the all elements in that collection, like vector or array list or linked list also. Okay, clone duplicate element, contains the element is contained or not. Okay, so like if v dot contains 20, 20 is available, 20 value is available in vector, then if it is contain, then it's written true, otherwise written false. Contains false. Okay, it's a collection of values available in that collection object or not, it will show. So copy to, so copies the components of the vector to the specified array. The item at index k is the vector copied to the, so the copy into so and so array values. Okay, then element at, so and so index element, this one is element at, so if you give index value, then that element is written. Okay, the index position of the index object value. Okay, so elements for retrieve the values, enumeration. So in capacity, so we can increase the or minimize the capacity, also we can declare the capacity. Okay, so equals methods and the first element, and for each loop also we can retrieve the values and get of index value. Okay, get the values, then first element, last element, hash code of the object address. Okay, hash code, index of, okay, index of, insert the elements is empty or not, iteration, you can using last iteration, list iteration also we can use last index, in last index list iteration of the index, notify is a object class object. So this is the some methods are there, so all methods are we can apply to this vector class. Okay, so here I'm added some elements, v dot add of soft v dot add of character. So is it possible to add duplicate elements? Yes, it can access. So whatever list, array list contain whatever rules is there, those rules are apply automatically legacy classes also by default. See here, so these are the all elements are printed like this. Okay, so it's a by default, all collections classes are by default generics, that's why I define generic type here. So object is a superclass of every class, so we can store the in this memory, we can store this all elements into this memory. Okay, so this is a way thing. Yes. So these are the values. Okay, so here right now what is the capacity? V dot capacity, this is called capacity of vector, capacity. So size is different and capacity is different. So capacity is 20. Why? Because here I am define the capacity is 20, size is 20. Okay, so here for suppose size, what is the size of this vector? V dot size, size is how many values are available, how many elements are available, 1 2 3 4 5, so the size is 5. Okay, this is called size. Okay, so size is how many values are contained, capacity is the capacity of the values, the collection. Okay, so we can store 20 values, the capacity. Size is it available 5 elements in that vector. Okay, so using the array list and linked list already we see previous session. So in that also we discuss, like we can take the values, we can retrieve the values, we can update the values, we can remove the values also. For remove the values we are using the remove method, and remove all method also we can use, and set method we can update the values. Okay, so then we can retrieve the values also, we have to use iterator interface and the list interface also we have to use. Okay, already we discussed those information in previous list implemented classes. Now in vector we see some other things, some additional features also there. So those are enumeration, enu equal to v dot elements. So using the while loop, enu dot has more elements. So this is a one more, has more elements. So same as here it is also like has next and next, enu dot next element. Yes, this is a method. Okay, so has more elements is a identify the elements. That identified element is printed by using the next element method. So after print this element, then has more element is moved to next element. That element is printed by next element. So it is identified and is printed by using the next element method. So this is the work of the print the element. Okay, retrieve the element. So retrieving, it is a identified. So when I identify the elements in that place, there is no elements in that vector, then automatically is written false. Then while loop is false means is automatically terminate the loop of the statements. Then so now what is the result here? So this is the result, capacity, and these are the result using the enumeration. Okay, so directly we can print, no issue. System.out.println vector, already we see this one here. Okay, so okay, so for suppose I want print using the for each loop. Is it possible to print for each loop? Yes. How to use for each loop? For suppose here not specific type of objects, this is a integer, is a string. Okay, so it's a character, it is also integer. So here also I take as of some float values. Okay, different types of values. So that's why I want to store those values into object and vector. So here what happened, vector v means vector collection class object. So it contain group of elements, each and every element is stored into this one and printed that one, that object printed obj, just printing. Okay, so I'm not define this one, just put a comment. So here take the vector class object, added some elements and retrieve the those elements using the for each loop. So for each loop, where we are using the for each loop, group of elements retrieving without any condition. So here v is a collection class object reference. So it contains group of elements, each and every object stored into obj variable and printed. Next value is stored into obj element and printed. Next value stored into here. So there is no condition between values assign and printing the values. Okay, this is called for each. Okay, so using the enumeration and for each loop we have to use. Okay, same scenario we can implement using the stack also. Stack, using the stack. Okay, so stack doesn't contain any capacity value, so it's a stack. So same scenario you can done. Okay, so whatever array list is there, linked list is there, number of listed classes there, so all rules are applied to stack also. So stack is a subclass of vector. So some additional thing is here. So push and pop, for suppose before do some functional is print this one, just print vector, these are the values. Then v dot push, push means add the element at end. So last in first out mechanism, Nagaraj. Okay, so v dot push Ramu, then system.out.println print v. Okay, so then execute that program. Yeah, so at end it's added. So when I use pop method, after that I want to print. So last in first out mechanism, last in first out mechanism means last element is deleted when I use pop method. See here, so Ramu is deleted. After deleted, this is the collection values is available. Okay, so that is a push and pop. And one more thing is peek method is there. So what is this one, what is the use of this one? So peek is retrieving at last element by default. Okay, it doesn't remove, just is the retrieving last element. Okay, it's not removed. Without remove, it is printed. Peek. Peek means it's a retrieve last element. Last element is retrieve and printing here. So then after retrieving also, this is a collection of values are available. Okay, so is empty or not, we will check. Is a clear. For suppose v dot clear. So after clear, is it available any collection values? No, it doesn't contain anything. So because we are using clear method in list implemented classes, so it's a empty. Okay, so these are the scenarios we have to done. So stack is a subclass of vector. It's also one of the legacy classes. So all vector classes, whatever functionalities is there, those are all our functionalities are available in stack. And one more thing is push and pop and peek is the some additional functionalities in stack. Stack is a LIFO mechanism, last in first out. Okay, thank you.